Hey guys, Eric Sparopoulos with the Nets. When you each look at your basketball journeys, what has each stop on that journey taught you or helped you grow into the player and person you are today?
I feel like each year there's something that you can take, from your opportunities that you've gotten. And I've had opportunities, where I've been waived from teams. You know, went to opportunities where I didn't play a lot, opportunities where I did play a lot, and I think it's just all about how you approach everything, and just having the mentality that no matter what your situation is, just keep being a professional, stay ready, so that when your opportunity does come, you're ready to, take advantage of it, and just being resilient because things aren't always going to go the way you want them to go, but as long as you be resilient and be mentally tough when that opportunity comes, you'll be ready.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the journey is everything. That's what it's all about. Focusing on the journey. I've been in situations of being drafted and being on the team, and I've been waived before, and then I've had to be in a situation where I had to try out for a team as well. So, it's all the emotions, but you just gotta just be prepared for everything. Don't get too high on the highs, don't get too low on the lows, and just focus on what you're doing, and everything will take care of itself. So it's all about just embracing the journey and learning from it, and keep growing from there.
Evan Barnes, Newsday. Harry, for you, your journey has been quite a while since high school. The injuries, again, trying out this summer. What's it like for you to kind of just have this chance again to kind of get your career back to where you want it to be?
It's amazing, man. Like I just said about the journey, it's really about how you dictate it. You know what I'm saying? I could have easily laid down or quit or been like, man, this is a lot. But, I love the game of basketball. I love what I do. And any chance I get a chance to bounce back and prove myself again and show that I'm still able to do what I love to do, and I'm going to do it, especially as long as I can. As long as the legs working and I'm healthy and I can get up every day and compete, that's what I'm going to keep doing because that's been the goal of mine. I promised myself young that regardless of what I go through and whatever I go through, this is what I want to do.
Brian Lewis, New York Post. Harry, following up on that, I know this team's always at least held a certain amount of interest, and
Right.
you could just take us through. I know you had a bunch of workouts,
Right.
Vegas, I think Florida. Could you just
Right.
take us through, kind of walk us through how you got to this point? And, yeah.
Right. It was a lot, man. So you said from the workout, I was actually supposed to come out here in June, but this just didn't work out right away. But they came back with the workout. I went to Miami. I started out the workout in Vegas. I had like 10 plus teams there. Then I was in Miami, and Brooklyn came to see me play in Miami. I had like a little workout, like a little pickup game. Them and a couple more teams were there. And from there, we just kept building interest. Like I said, I was supposed to come out here in June. It didn't work out. It came in July. And they told me they wanted me to come play pickup with some of the guys for a couple of weeks. And that's what I did. And I feel like from there, we just kept growing. They liked what they saw. I liked what was going on around here. And this was the team that kind of gave me the most interest right away. You know how it is, kind of teams waiting it out, trying to wait what's going on, see what they can do. But this was the team that was kind of more ready for me to lock in now. And they kind of went perfect with what I had going on.
When you came here, who'd you work out with when you came here?
My first workout, I was like with Kennedy Chandler, Tata Washington, like some pickup for the week. I'm not exactly sure all the other guys, but just some guys like that. It was like I started off 2 weeks like that, playing against some guys, different set of guys, and then I came in back with the team. So I've been building it ever since then.
Armani, for you, we obviously saw you in summer league. The shooting was there. Just for you, like, was that something that you really want? I think you said you wanted to show that a lot in summer league, but for you to get to this point now, is that just going to encourage you now going through camp to say, hey, that can translate to what I can do now?
Yeah, for sure. I just wanted to go in the summer league just to show that I've improved in all aspects of my game. Shooting is obviously the thing that's gonna give me the stick. So I'm continuing to grow that area of my game while working on the other assets to where I can contribute in more ways than if I'm not making shots.
Peter Splendorio with the Daily News. Harry, just beyond the initial interest from the Nets, what kind of made them a fit from like a basketball standpoint? Like, how do you kind of see your role in fitting in here?
Right. I think first off, knowing that talking to coach and stuff like that, we were last in rebounding last year. I think right away that could help me just because, for me being big, just in my just the way I play, I always wanted to be a rebounder. I always try to focus myself on rebounding, and being a big man, I think that's something you should focus just focus your game on. I mean, I just think that's something that's come with being a big. So I think right away the rebounding aspect can help. We got a group of versatile bigs, but I still feel like I'm a little bit different from the other two. You know what I'm saying? Just naturally. But that still gives you a different look to depending on how the games are, different schemes, different strategies to have different options with things. And I think that's a great thing to have. And we're just a young team. You know what I'm saying? I've been on a young team before with Sacramento, seeing the success they have now. Obviously not with them, but I started with the younger core as it grew and as it built. So I kind of see the same thing going on here. You know what I'm saying? We young, but I feel like we're still older than what we were then, and we have better guys at the point of age where we are. You know what I'm saying? So I think that we can grow together and be great, man. So, but back to you saying, I think the rebounding aspect is probably the number one thing that I could help stand out on and help make a difference on this team right away.
Jake Fisher with Yahoo Sports. Harry, from the injury standpoint, to go through that and to never really know if you are going to make it back on the court just from a physicality standpoint, let alone if a team has interest in you. That's a shared commonality a lot of guys lean on each other about to kind of get through. Have you talked with Ben about that at all? And what do you think that kind of, benefit can have having a guy next to you who's kind of gone through that?
Not yet. We haven't talked about it yet. I know we will, though. You know what I'm saying? I think, when I was coming here, a lot of the guys already on the team, they don't report yet, you know what I'm saying? So we haven't got a chance. It's probably been about 2 or 3 weeks since we've been here together. Probably about 2. But I think that'll come just because we knew each other from the past. He was class of 2015. I was class of 2016. We both were number 1 players in that class. I think we had that to relate from. And we played with each other pretty much the whole time through high school, from sophomores at Adidas Nations in Miami, you know what I'm saying? So we go back that far. So I think, it'll happen because I know it's tough. Injuries don't just go away, and it's still things you have to work throughout the season and get back in the flow of things. So I think I'll be there to help him with that as well. But just knowing that, whatever you feel, but you got to just take care of it and trust your body, and you can't really worry about what the outside noise is saying because you're the only one that got to go through the daily grind, and it's just about just taking care of yourself, applying, and just listen to your body. But I definitely think I'll be here for him for that. Really being here for each other, just knowing that, we both got things we got to work through, but as long as we just stay focused on our body and taking care of it, it'll be all right.
Hi, Brooke with the Players Tribune. What's some advice you have for the rookies on the team this year?
For the rookies, I just tell them some advice I could tell them. I could tell myself something. One, like I said, if you don't play right away, like I said with the highs and the lows thing, don't take it personal. It's not personal. It's business, and it's just a part of the team. You're young. You got to figure it out. You got to gain your coach's trust. And sometimes you're just not ready. Sometimes you just got to just trust what you got going on and just keep working. And I think the number one thing with that is just don't take it personal because we all had to be there. Everybody don't get to. Everybody want to get it cracking off the rip. Everybody want to play our first day, first year. It might not happen. So don't get discouraged and feel like your career is over, like you're a failure because it don't happen right away. It could be from injuries. It could be from just the setup of the team. But just don't get discouraged and don't take it personal. Keep approaching every day like it's your last, and keep approaching it like the next. It could turn around in one day. So you always just got to be ready. I think the worst thing you can do is you could be so down on yourself, and then when your time comes, you're not ready, and then that's make you feel any worse because you're like, man, I could have been getting ready the whole time, but I've been sitting here pouting. So, when my time came, I wasn't ready. But I think if you stay ready and you keep working like you're going to play tomorrow and you're going to play the next game, when you get in, you're going to be successful.
Samir Kumar, News 12. Harry, so obviously the Nets have a reputation of bringing in players who may have struggled through injury or may have not been a fit on other teams. Like we saw that with Spencer Dinwiddie, Joe Harris, et cetera. So coming into Brooklyn, what did you see about the organization, and how do you see yourself fitting in, and what excites you the most about this upcoming season?
Right. That's it's a blessing to know that they give guys a chance like that. I wouldn't say I came in thinking putting that label on myself, but it's good to see that there's guys that have been through things that get an opportunity here. That's a great feeling just to know they know that injuries happen. It's tough because it can happen early in your life or it can happen later in your life. Mine just happened to happen a little bit earlier, but I've figured my body out and know what I need to do. But I think Brooklyn's a great fit because even coming out of college, I had a pre-draft workout here and it just didn't work out that way. that I came here, but I still think that the communication and things like that every year throughout my career has been some communication with Brooklyn. So, I'm just excited it finally happened, and I'm here, and I'm feeling great. I'm healthy, and I'm just ready for another opportunity to show myself and prove that I am healthy and I can play in this league.
Hi, Harry. Alex Raskin, Daily Mail. What do you remember when you first saw Ben Simmons playing? What was your impression of him when you first saw him playing back in high school?
I thought he was a good player. I was at Adidas Nation, so everybody there was great, you know what I'm saying? But I thought he was especially once I figured out he was really a guard. The first time I saw him, we all were big and could dribble, so, you don't really know what that is. But I think once we got to AAU and I saw he was playing the one, I'm like, oh, wow, that's the point guard at 6'10", you know what I'm saying, 2 whatever, you know what I'm saying? But he was great. He always could run a team. He always been just an aggressive attacking player. And I think he's getting back to that. Like, when you have injuries, it's tough just to jump back in there and just get back to it. You have to your mind be thinking different things that your body not thinking, or vice versa, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's all about getting it on one accord, and it takes time. But sometimes just don't be at the speed that other people want it to be. But at the end of the day, if you focus on yourself and just keep going through your process, it's gonna catch up at the right time. And it's all about just being positive and thinking positive thoughts. Because the more negative and the more stress you put on your body, it's just gonna make it worse. But he's always been a great player from the first day I saw him. So it's no surprise the success he had. Right on. Appreciate y'all.